Hey everybody, welcome back. Glad you decided to stop by my channel today. I'm actually shooting part of this video from my house. This is Sunday afternoon. I'll shoot part of it tomorrow on Monday when I get back to my studio, back to work. But just had a little bit of time and wanted to give everybody an update on what's kind of going on. I've been really working really hard lately on getting tomato paintings done for my Taste of Home special, which is going to be an exhibition that I'm going to have at my studio. I believe it's June 14th and 15th. Don't hold me to those exact dates, but I'm pretty sure that's about when that's going to happen. I'm hearing noises outside. I think my wife is mowing or getting ready to mow our yard, so she's moving a few things, and I don't know how that works in most married couples' lives, but unfortunately, or fortunately for me, my wife is awesome and does most of the yard work. So maybe it's just that she gets tired of me putting it off. Maybe that's what it is, but she does a good job at it anyway, and I love her to death for it because she puts in a lot of time here at the house so that I can pursue the things I want to pursue artistically, and that means an awful lot to me. But yeah, so I've been doing a lot of paintings of tomatoes lately, and I think I'm getting worn out of it, to be honest. But for folks who don't know, the little local community that I'm a part of is known for, and there you can hear the lawnmower finally kicking off. But the little local community that I'm in, Bradley County, Arkansas, here in the southern part of the state of Arkansas. We're known for this very specific type of tomato, which is a Bradley County pink, and they've been growing Bradley County pink tomatoes here in Bradley County for about the past, I think, close to 100 years now. And it's something about our soil just pretty special for growing this type of tomato. They're tomatoes made for slicing, for BLTs. You can just salt them and eat them, or you can just eat them plain. They're actually the state fruit and the state vegetable. A little bit of trivia there for you: state fruit and state vegetable of the state of Arkansas. So they're a big deal down here, and I'm hoping. Of course, I haven't had my full art studio open, but since last July 12th is when we officially opened it. And I'm curious to see how well these things sell. I have a feeling they're going to go over pretty well. But it's an opportunity for me to knock out a few paintings and make a few sales and make a pretty good profit for this part of the year. The past couple of months at the studio have just been so slow, and I think a lot of it has to do with the weather. Of course, for those of you that have seen a past video, my art studio, my gallery also has a gift shop in it, which we carry some local items, things like that, in the gift shop itself. And we just haven't had a lot of people through the doors in the last month and a half, or really going back to early January. But the weather's just been so rainy, cold, and this past week's the first time that we've really had enough sunshine to get people out, and that's helped. We've had sales every day here in March, so I'm excited about that and looking forward to what that can possibly hold, in the near future, and what we can do. I hope that the lawnmower doesn't get too busy. If it does, we may have to continue this tomorrow at the studio. But yeah, so I'm doing a lot of tomato paintings, and just doing my best to produce some things that could really sell over that exhibition period. Like I said, I'm getting tired of painting tomatoes, so I've worked in a few landscapes here or there. I'm making a big change though, and I'll talk about this when I get to the studio here tomorrow, which hopefully will be part of the same video. It may not be though. I'm not sure, but if not, you guys will see it in the next video, hopefully. I have been, over the past year, close to a year, maybe not the entire year, but close to a year, I've been priming all of my own panels, my small panels that I do If I work anything under like an 18 by 24, I usually do it on a panel, hardboard. So I've been priming those on my own for quite a while. It's been okay. The surface works fine. It's just not. It doesn't suit my preference. Now that I've painted on it for a while, I'm kind of noticing some little quirks that are starting to come into my paintings that I don't like. The absorption is it's too much. It's almost like I'm trying to think of a similar surface that I painted on that feels something like this. I can't think of the name of it right now, but I have painted on something that's very maybe clayboard. It's very similar to a clayboard panel, and I don't like that. The paint dries up too quick. I can't spread it very easily. Even if I thin it out, the primer that I've been using, it's an oil primer, but it's just not. It's not getting the job done the way I want it to get done. I love painting on linen. I don't know what oil painter doesn't like painting on linen. So I'm trying to make that move back to linen. So about a week ago, I ordered a sample sheet slice of oil primed linen and archival glue adhesive, and made a couple of panels, and they work pretty well. So that's what I'm going to do, at least from here on out, for the foreseeable future, for my smaller pieces. And I may even test out some larger pieces this way. I've got a roll of oil primed linen coming in, and hopefully that will benefit my art in the long run. I'm of course first and foremost concerned with quality and longevity of a painting. How well is it going to hold up to time? That is obviously what I look for most when I'm selecting supplies. But I'm also trying to turn a profit, and for those of us who are trying to do this professionally, it's and even if you're at home painting and you're doing this just for fun, you still want to keep costs down, right? And I want to use high quality materials and still be able to give the best product possible that I can to my customer. But we're gonna see how this works out. The first couple went really well. The thing that I think I was probably most impressed about doing the linen was just the fact that it wasn't as messy. The oil priming process that I'd been going through was really messy. It was about a 2-day process, and even then I had to wash my canvases afterwards, because I do like to wash my canvases. But the fact that I'm not creating this huge terrible mess inside my studio is a big benefit. Now I've got a huge workroom in the back of my studio that I don't mind getting dirty. It's a concrete floor. It's a workroom. It's a shop, but I still like to keep it as clean as I can, and the way I was doing it just wasn't working. So we're gonna give this a try, and I think painting on linen, a canvas texture, is probably the best for me. Now others out there may do just fine with other products, but I'm looking forward to really getting back to painting on linen most of the time. Of course, when I do larger projects right now anyway, I'm painting on linen anyway, because I typically order a Masterpiece Pro canvas. Depending on how this goes, I might get into building my own canvases and stretched canvas. But we'll just see. Right now I'm going to stick with the linen, and I think it'll work. I think it's going to work well. But I have, like I said, I've knocked out a few landscapes over the past few days. I've really been struggling with landscapes. I don't know how you guys are. Let me know in the comments. But I go through moments where it's very difficult to produce what I'm seeing in my mind. And maybe it's winter. Maybe the fact that really all I've got around me that's blooming at the moment, or over the last few weeks, has been pines. maybe that's causing me a little bit of a problem. I did notice the other day I was working on a prairie landscape. We have a natural preserve prairie very near my home, and I went out the other day and took some pictures in the early morning light. Really beautiful time of day in that golden hour. And I got back in the studio, did a painting, and I just wasn't happy with it. And worked on it a little bit. I'm a little bit happier with it now, but it's still a struggle right now. And I don't know if it's the color that's out at the moment this time of year or what. But I've got to work on that and work through it. I apologize. I keep taking drinks. I've had a little bit of a dry throat the past day. I think the allergies, everything's starting to wake up for the springtime. Starting to get to those of us who have a few allergies. But yeah, but yeah, I'm pushing through that. I'm pushing through that struggle of painting at the moment, and I don't know any other way around it but to paint. I'd love some tips for those of you that are a little bit more have a little bit more age on me, especially in your art careers. I've only been painting professionally for a few years, so this isn't. I'm still very new to this in a lot of ways, and I'm trying to find out what works best for me. But yeah, so we're having fun. But I just want to give you guys a shout out. I tell you what, we'll do a whole separate video, an entirely separate video when I get to the studio tomorrow. I hope. I'm going to try to upload more videos. They may be a little bit more raw like this one, but at least you guys will hear from me a little bit more often. And I'll try to get some painting videos up as well. But thank you guys. Have a wonderful day, and God bless.